Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my Lord God. Hi guys, Steve and I fought for Mindful Fortune, creating fortunes for the future. We have just gone into a new project and I wanted to record this and share it with you. As you probably noticed in some of my older videos, I have moved away from crypto mining contracts and getting onto trading. Now, if you want to follow me now with this new project with trading, there's a little bit to learn and education to going about it. The most important one I want to share with you is using other people's money to help you trade big numbers, and you get a return around about 80% depending on the funding company that you join with. There's so many of them. You've got to do your own diligent research and to see which company or which funded company you want to join with. In fact, I haven't just joined. I have joined the company for quite a while and I've been watching it. How the system works is pretty simple. I just want to show you the trades that I have put in this morning. It's a brand new account, $20,000 worth. And I'm going to share with you some of the strategies that I have learned to blow accounts. But this is not that. This is how to look after your account once you join one of these funded trading accounts. It's very, very important that you do your homework first before you even consider. I paid a subscription of $171 a month just to join this trading account for $20,000. That's $20,000 other people's money I'm going to trade. As long as I'm going to make profits of my $20,000 they've given me, I get a portion of the profit and they keep some for themselves. And that's how simple it is. It's not complicated. Now, the only complicated part is when do you open a trade? This is normal buying and selling process. Key that I'm going to share with you. Don't forget also to subscribe to my YouTube video. You'll be doing me a great favor. I need to knock out 1,000 subscribers of my YouTube channel. If you can do that for me, I would really, really, really appreciate it. Now, Sabio trade, there'll be a link also down the bottom of this video for you to join if you wanted to, but you do your own research which funded trading platform you want to go with. I've gone with Sabio Trade because I've had them in my view for quite a long time. I've been trading their other products, but not Sabio. So I'm going to start this as my May 2024 brand new project. Now, let me give you a little bit of education first. And of course, you'll see I've got a few accounts here. Now, you can have as many accounts under the same email address or the same login details. And that's the beauty. You don't have to open separate accounts. Many accounts can be added on within the account that you already have and will have different ID. And of course, I've got two here. I've got a practice account and I've also got the real account where money now is real. That's real money that I'm trading with. Yeah, the most important part before you even can consider coming into these areas is to learn to read charts. We can talk a little bit more about this later, and I'm going to show you some strategy that I have learned also when to open up a trade. You don't just join these systems just because you got a lot of money and expect to make a lot of money. You need to know some psychology, you need to know some rules and processes that you can take advantage of to make sure that every trade you make it's going to be profitable. And I'm just going to show you a little bit of this one as a small education. Okay, we're going to talk about up here. Even though I made my trades down here, we're going to talk about it here. So just imagine this part here on my right hasn't existed yet. Now I'm using investing.com. It should be a link below my video here also for you to access. It's a free service. You can pay for it if you wish, but I use this free service and it's pretty amazing. Now to get all these other signals, you get them up here. Okay, and you use what it's called Bollinger Bands. That's the only one you use. Click on that and it will bring up all these signals. Now what you're watching for, remember what's on my right here doesn't exist yet. You see, you're looking for some sort of indication like this. Preferably not too many wicks, but there's plenty of wicks there. If you can get them solid like that, 2 or 3 of them, it's even better. Now it's also below, you'll notice, this is what it's called a red line, the moving average line. As long as it's below that, I go through a bit of consultation, then of course it will continue to drop. And this is a downward trend. Now, it's not always perfect, as you can see here. It was supposed to be a reversal, but instead they went into another free fall. Only because if you look at the bigger picture, the trend is too strong, and it's just forcing anything that's trying to make a recovery, that the actual trend just keeps pulling everything back down. And this is, of course, gold that we're looking at, button XAU against USD. Now I'm going to follow that same trend, which I have already done so, and opened up my trades in this area here. Now if we go back to our trading post, I've got 3 positions. Now another strategy that I'm going to share with you, because I love you, of course, how much you're going to expose to. If it's 20,000, just use 20,000. You do not use more than $2,000. That's 10% of what they offer you. So even though you got 20,000, you can't use it. You can only use 2%, which is $2,000. So you got $2,000 to trade with every day to grow this amount. If you get to 30,000, your total income, then you use $3,000. Keep the arithmetic simple. So if you can apply some of this principle, I'm sure you can really, really, really grow your potentials and your profits. It might take time, but be patient. Be very, very patient. And also, the other thing that I'm going to share with you, it's what it's called stop loss and take profit. Stop loss is SL. Those are the codes of common use, and take profit is called TP. So whenever you open up a open position, make sure to set those 2 parameters up, please. And basically, I'm going to go back to your chart. Now, I'm going to use this chart basically as where you set your stop loss. Now, the other beautiful thing is this moving average line. Hold on, let me bring it up for us. Now, we can grab that as, well, I'm trying to set it up for us from this area here. Just click on it, and then it will bring up this box. What this box does is to give you reference. Let me set it up for us first. You can drag them smaller, okay, as you set up your stop loss and your take profit. I'm going to use basic movement of the stock, to give me an indication. Okay, now I'm going to take it from this point on. So I set this in the middle. Okay, that's where we are at the moment. Now, that's where I started. If it goes above this line, then you can set this anywhere you wish, but I'm going to set it to the same level where that is. I'm just using some basic history to give me some guidance. And this is the stop loss area because the trade is on the downward purchase. Now I'm going to set exactly the same with taking profit. You don't have to, but it's a guidance, and that's how you can tell and set your stop losses and your take profit. And these are the numbers then. These are the numbers that you will allocate. Okay, this number, and of course the take profit at the bottom of this one, where you will put in do what it's called stop loss and take profit in this area. Now, as you can see, my internet connection is not the best, but I managed to open up an account, open up a few trades, and I'm just going to close it to reset itself. It'll be perfect again. Those 3 trades that I put up, that's how much they're performing, and I'm just going to watch it. If it continues perfectly as the chart has showed, we should be on the money. Now this chart is set at 5 minutes only to give me a closer final details when you get into the market. Otherwise, you must look at a longer term, which is a 1 day or 1 hour chart, or 4 hour chart. Those are the 2 areas you want to look to, because you want to really, really look ahead, like 1 hour to 4 hours. Sorry, my internet is playing up, but we'll talk a lot more in depth into that area later on. But what I just wanted to show you was to open you up to what is happening to my new project. We've funded accounts, and I'm accessing now $20,000. Not my money, other people's money, and all I paid was 171 New Zealand dollars to access this account. Now, if you want to have a look a bit more into the account, there's a lot more opportunities. I think up to $1 million. Hold on, let me see. Hold on a sec. Well, this is the account that I've just signed up to, of course. Now it's going through the process. That's good. It's researching, keeping record for what my trades is doing. And I want to be able to close the trade too if it's coming off if we're losing money. I want to show you some other plans. Depending on how much you want to pay, you can certainly access a lot of money to be able to trade. If you can trade successfully using other people's money, you get a certain percentage of the profit. You don't get the 20,000, of course. It's just a tool. But when you open up the page, Serbia Trade, it will give you all the options of how much. I think the lowest one is $20,000. The next is 50, 60, or way up to the highest amount, depending on your risk, of course. And of course, you certainly have to pay a bit more. What at this moment of time, there's 20% off if you just want to start with the $20,000. Type that in, and you'll get your 20%. Now, here we go. These are the plans that's available. These are also quoted in US dollars. So if you access 20,000K, you pay $119 minus your 20%, of course. And they pay you out 80% of any of the profits that you make. But you've got to make profit, of course. Otherwise, you blow your account. And if you want to access 50,000 to trade, you pay $289, 100,000. You pay $479. If you want to access $200,000 that you don't have, you've got to pay $939 and get yourself funded. But if you want to just test yourself first, go through the test trial first and see if you're worthy or if you're good enough to trade successful money, other people's money. I've already paid $119 and I have access to $20,000 that I don't have to trade and make some extra cash. But for now, I hope you can come and join me on my new journey, trading professionally on the financial markets. And the codes that I normally use, you don't have to, but I'm only going to follow gold. Gold's button is XAU versus US dollars. So that's the only button I'm going to follow at this point of time. I might be tempted to use other buttons, but that's not one that I'm going to go with. But anyway, I hope you like what I'm sharing with you. Serbia Trade, join it. There should be a link down the bottom here. Subscribe to my YouTube video, like my YouTube video, and come and join me on this next journey. So just before I close the trade, this is about an hour and a half after I have activated the trades with our new funding, 20,000, and it's already up $16 profits. And if it continues to plan what the chart is showing, then we're going to be making a substantial amount of profit from, I think it was 2,000, a total just 2,000 exposed to risks. Everything else just sitting in the account. So the $2,000 is a 10% of 20,000 that I am using as a strategy. I don't want to tap into all their resources. So there's $18,000 just sitting there, supporting the account just in case it comes against me. But I don't think so. We're pretty good now with trading. That we can see there's a lot of good indicators that wherever a market is moving to, that we can follow it quite successfully. So in closing, this is the result only after about an hour of activating. Oh my God. Anyway, this is Stephen R. Ford from iFord Fortune, creating fortunes for the future. We love you. God loves you. And we'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.